And more is Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano.
All right, so we have three California state laws that the Justice Department is challenging. One law says if you work for the government in California, local, county, regional, or state, and ICE comes knocking on the door, you shall not cooperate. As frustrating as that is, in my opinion, and the courts have upheld this, the state of California can regulate its employees. Second statute, this is really outrageous. If you own a private business and ICE comes knocking, you shall not cooperate. That is blatantly unconstitutional. The state of California can't tell you how to run your business, and it can't tell you what to say to the federal government. Third statute, this is really the first time I've seen anything like this since the Civil War. The state of California can inspect federal facilities for health and safety. That means state agents can go into federal facilities where they're holding immigrants and say, we don't like the way you're treating this person, we're going to take him with us. That is also unconstitutional, in my opinion, but it'll take a little while for the courts to get there.
So the the U.S. government's going to win that one.
I think the U.S. government's going to win 2 of 3. The one where they tell private owners you can't cooperate, and one where they say they have the right to go in federal facilities and interfere with the management of them.
These are all immigration issues.
Yes,
the federal government is in charge of enforcing immigration, not the state.
I can't tell you how many times the Supreme Court has ruled that way. But the Supreme Court has also ruled that the feds can't commandeer the states, meaning the feds can't force state employees to help the feds enforce federal law. They can bring in all the federal agents and all the federal resources they want, but they can't say to the California State Police or the New Jersey State Police, you're going to stop doing your job and start working for us.
This is just ludicrous.
This is the opposite.
Ridiculous.
This is what Brian and I were talking about during the break. This is the opposite of Texas. Texas said to everyone who works for the government, local, county, regional, and state, if ICE comes knocking, you will cooperate. That statute was just upheld by the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit, which is the federal appeals court in that part of the country.
And shouldn't that matter when you're deciding to rule on this in California?
The basic ruling is the legislature gets to determine how its employees are going to work. The California legislature said when ICE comes calling, you work for us, you look the other way. Right. The Texas legislature said when ICE comes calling, you help them out.
The federal laws are federal laws. Don't they trump the local laws, the state laws?
They generally do, but think about it this way. This is the regulation of employees, and the federal courts will defer to the states on how they want their employees to work.
A loophole.
Well, look.